Well, this is absolutely terrifying. The president of Ukraine just was kicked out of the Oval Office. Wait, it gets better.
I just went up to the press area to get an understanding of what we're watching. This is what I was told. The president has kicked Zelensky out of the White House. His delegation right now is telling him that he's got to go home. The president felt disrespected. Officials in the room felt that beyond the language barrier that we've heard some discussion about, Zelensky's body language, shrugging and eye rolling, was ungrateful, disrespectful, and the president feels that Zelensky is not ready for peace, and he can come back when he's ready to talk about peace, but he's not in that position right now, and Zelensky is being told he's got to go. The lunch that they were supposed to have is sitting right outside the hallway, and the press staffers are going to be eating that lunch. This is really pretty incredible. We see the
Jackie,
SUV,
hang on with us
Zelensky's
one moment.
SUV.
If you look to your left, you're going to see him. Let's watch.
But that's not the only thing. We're looking at impeachment. Oh my gosh. And you should see the Ukrainian ambassador or whoever it was. You got to watch this. But hold on. I want to show you how this all went down. Plus, Rubio, he thought he had a deal nailed, right? Rare minerals? The word rare, I think it would be rare to ever see Zelensky at the White House ever again. And I still need to talk about the Epstein dump. This gets dicey. So you don't want to go into a meeting. Number one, okay, I could see the positioning. Zelensky crossing his arms. Trump, this means I know it all. Vance, that he has a 9 mil. Also, for those of you that are unfamiliar with President Zelensky, here he is, live on stage. No, I am not kidding. This is not AI. This is the Ukrainian president, which some of the things in this video, okay, maybe I'll show you. You going to rip the things off the backside? You doing it? Zelensky, yeah, here we go. Oh, have these guys do it. It's this one that disrespected the president. Listen into Mr. Big Guy.
But if you Mr. President, with respect, I think it's disrespectful for you to come to the Oval Office and try to litigate this in front of the American media. Right now, you guys are going around and forcing conscripts to the front lines because you have manpower problems. You should be thanking the president for trying to bring an end to this conflict.
Have you ever been to Ukraine that you say what problems we have?
I have been to.
Come once.
I've actually watched and seen the stories, and I know what happens is you bring them on a propaganda tour, Mr. President. Do you disagree that you've had problems bringing people into your military?
We have problems.
And do you think that it's respectful to come to the Oval Office of the United States of America and attack the administration that is trying to prevent the destruction of your country?
A lot of questions. Let's start from the beginning.
Sure.
First of all, during the war, everybody has problems, even you, but you have nice ocean and don't feel now, but you will feel it in the future. God bless.
You don't know that.
God bless. God bless. You will not have a war.
Don't tell us what we're going to feel. We're trying to solve a problem. Don't tell us what we're going to feel.
I'm not telling you.
Because you're in no position to dictate that. Remember this.
You're
in no position to dictate what we're going to feel. We're going to feel very good.
You will feel influence.
We're going to feel very good and very strong.
You will feel influence.
You're right now not in a very good position. You've allowed yourself to be in a very bad position, and he happens to be right about it.
From the very beginning of the war,
you're not in a good position. You don't have the cards right now. With us, you start having cards. Right now, you don't. Yeah, you're playing cards. You're playing cards. You're gambling with the lives of millions of people. You're gambling with World War III. You're gambling with World War III. And what you're doing is very disrespectful to the country, this country. It's back to you. Far more than a lot of people said they should have.
While this is going on, Ukraine is like, impeach him. I got that for you. Plus, I'm going to show you. Watch.
I want a ceasefire because you get a ceasefire faster than an agreement.
Ask our people about ceasefire, what they think.
And those are the face of, oh my gosh, it's all over. International firestorm erupts after Trump Zelensky spat. Lindsey Graham says U.S., quote, can never do business with Zelensky again. And then Zelensky's handlers, and I don't know if this is true or not, breaking news, Ukrainian MP, I'm not even going to try, just called for an emergency session The money has run out of Ukraine's parliament to initiate impeachment proceedings against the dance leader after the Oval Office shouting match. As this article says, this is huge. Zelensky's regime is collapsing in real time. Now, what I'm thinking, call me crazy, that $50 billion that we just allocated, that they're like, I don't think they're going to get it. I think the chances of them getting the $50 billion is about our chances of getting the Epstein client list. So, breaking news, this just in. Bill, all right, let's head over to Bill.
My fellow Americans, today you may be waiting for the highly anticipated Epstein client list to be released. So while I know you may see what appears to be my name on the list, I'd like to argue that I did not have relations with those children on that island. Would it even count, though? It wasn't in the United States. Also, if you add up their ages, I'm sure it was above 18. Jeff told me since it was outside of the jurisdiction.
Bill, what the hell are you doing?
And just like that, Hillary takes over. Also, for the YouTube moderators, it's satire. If you were to turn on CNN or look, how much popcorn can one consume on a Friday? Bro, are you seeing this? Bro, hold, I got a line. Oh, laughing. The reason why we laugh is we're like, that's actually true. That's what comedy is, where you take truth that's uncomfortable and then people laugh. Yesterday, I was like, I'm going to go live. The list is going to drop. I'm out here not on vacation. Yes, I wear sunblock. So the minute sun hits me, hair goes white and skin goes red. And then I end up looking like this just without the green. Also, so much for Rubio. That's this guy, J.D. Vance, vice president next to him. Rubio's not looking like he really sealed that deal. It's the look of like, oh my gosh, what is happening right now? Go with you, did not get the mineral deal locked in. Sec Rubio just got rug pulled. Zelensky assured him the mineral deal was locked in. Rubio confidently told the president the deal is done. Let's get this thing signed. Zelensky shows up, visits the White House. Instead, Zelensky rips his things off his chesticles, shifts the goalposts. Sorry, I added this article, demanding U.S. ground troops, knowing Trump wouldn't agree. Zelensky just isn't an honest broker. And for those of you that are just like, well, that's probably the art of the deal, right? You cause chaos. Not so much in this one. But I do have to hand it to Rubio. I mean, going after the cartel. And he's securing a lot. See, Mexico? I know that place. Your skin red and your hair blonde. Rubio is doing his job as secretary. Secured the extradition of 29 top cartel leaders from Mexico to the United States for prosecution. This is unprecedented. Also, the people from Mexico are like, wow, crime and the drug cartel, where'd everyone go? It's crazy. You know, when dad pulls off the belt and then you hit a few people, sometimes that's all it takes. Sometimes just pulling just a little tug of the belt. And in regards to taking your belt off, AG Pam Bondi has confirmed that former FBI Director James is the leader of an ongoing deep state coup inside the FBI behind illegal. But I think someone might be stepping in right about now. I was just informed that Cash means business. He's heading over there to handle the business. Talking about the business, how about all those influencers? They got up there holding basically nothing. Gaslit and AG Pam, who is it? What's going on? There's no one that I'm like, oh, I believe them all the time. As politicians be politicians, that's what I found out throughout the many decades that I've been on this planet. And who do you trust? Oh, Pam, you said you had it on the desk. You saw everything, all the juicy details, and you gave us nothing. Except for a bunch of influencers, a black eye, which I feel kind of stupid. But I am pretty sure we will all get to the bottom of this. But in the end, just know there's evil people. And evil people, like, say, the FBI that need to protect evil people, will be like, what files? You see, for me, because you're like, wait, there's like, these are like traffic. I can't use these words. You know what was taking place on this magical island. I think the FBI is protecting themselves. It is also so much easier. That's why I love trading and doing economy, because In stocks, the market, no lie. Oh, and how did you guys like that roller coaster day? Oh my gosh. No, in regards to the list, and then I'll go into the economy, which is horrible times horrible. If you're a math genius, Epstein list, there's no list. Only the DOJ prosecutor, okay, who handled both. Yep, Comey's daughter. Hey, how about that? And Maxwell and Epstein, they know the exact who the girls were. She declined to name, much less prosecute even one of the men. Now let's head over to the reliable economy that is in the dumpster. Your Freddie Mac delinquency rates, this just in, we're looking like 2008. This article says 2008. Real estate crash has begun. Single-family resident loan delinquency rates is now higher. See that line above my head? It's above 2008. You're welcome. Just make sure you guys are trading this thing. Look at this. Bitcoin down 25. You lost one finger out of the 4, 25% of all-time highs. And yes, you could follow Kramer, who always calls the top.
MicroStrategy, okay, look, I say if you want to own Bitcoin, own Bitcoin. I own Bitcoin. You should own Bitcoin. Bitcoin's a great thing to add, to have in your portfolio.
MicroStrategy at $350 is less than the 473, but right about the time it was breaking out of that one triangle, put in that one, then you have another triangle, and now you're at the 200. And off that, at 231, you would have lost your shorts. Know how to short, digits go up. Also, the purple line that's right above my head, that's the 200. Everything's going to bounce on it right now. Oh, and the emails that I get from you guys, your digits are going up. You're very welcome. Take a look at my watch list down below. NXPI, we're up 75%. There is no way that anyone's doing this. I'm just saying, this was a few days ago. You go back a couple more days, the 21st, you're up 132%. You go back a little bit more, you're up 109% on AAP. So while this is going on, right, today was bombshells, the market just was all over the place. But the charts don't lie. Politicians lie. They lie all the time. Basically, their teeth, it's formulated of lies. So if you subscribe to this channel, I'll tell you how the economy is going. Follow the 10-year yield. Do you guys see we're in a yellow channel? We're heading down. We're below the purple line. What was the purple? You just learned about it. We're scaffolding here. That's the 200-day moving average. Rates are coming down. When rates come down, other things go up. Like this would be a TLT play. But that's a whole nother story. You also have 33 minutes raising the price on this. I got a few more videos left, and then that $199 deal that I've been preaching about for a few weeks, that is gone to $299, and then all the way up to $1,000, just like all my courses. If you want to learn how to trade futures, which would be like Bitcoin, that is down 25%. At least trade it in futures so you can have the tax advantages and all the advantages. Again, notice how I said you trade it. You get in, you get out, you take profits like these. Excuse me while I toot my horn of DT of 132%. Tell me your broker's doing this. And not just that, why don't you do it yourself? But I am trying to help you right here. There's some housing crumbling, the foundations of the middle class crumbling. As this article says, I feel trapped. You're trapped in a job, trapped in, shouldn't we have a house? Shouldn't we have this and that? Shouldn't we go into debt and do 401s? As I hope you know, and I was just meeting with a broker two hours ago. They get percentages and they can't, oh, it's just so bad. Everyone, they don't have your back. Please learn how to move your own digits. Because when this selling starts and the computers are ready, look at this. All bets are off. Morgan Stanley warns, selling panic triggers. This is the first one. $40 billion in CTA liquidations. These are the computers that understand how I trade. They get set up just like me, and they're like, oh, 200, wait for the yellow line. Oh, Microsoft, you're under the 200. Oh, a triangle, you're under it. And for everyone that is holding Microsoft right now, you want to know a price target on this? After this triangle, which you were at almost $500, you're now down to $378. Not yet. It's coming. And you're seeing it all over, like the housing market, which correlation. How's those pending home sales? There isn't any. Which a house is different than stocks. Stocks are easy. You just click. And I'm trying to teach you how to do this. At least I'm not teaching you how to move properties. Maybe at some point, but boy, that's a lot. Be glad you got everything at the tip. I got it at the tip, and I gotta clean my mouse. Sorry. Please never date a dude with a dirty mouse. And with that, I love you. I will see you tomorrow.